I'll bring you in, my good man. Let's just lighten it a little bit before we get back into the serious stuff. You entertained the troops, didn't you, during the conflict? What was that like?
Well, actually, it wasn't in the conflict. It was afterwards. I'd started a new conflict down there with people laughing. Yeah, I went down there. I waited for Denzel and his mob to come home first before I went. I've actually been to the Falklands 7 times, and I wanted to go back again this year, but they said, Jim, actually, we'd rather have the Argentinians back. So I'm here talking to you, Patrick.
Good stuff, Jim. Thank you very much for that. But look, on a serious note, why do you care so much, Jim? Why have you gone out of your way to try to help the veterans community?
Well, you just got to look at that bloke next to me here, Denzel. He's a star. He's a hero of every person I know in show business and not fit to tie his bootlaces, or actually to be his bootlace, to be more precise. But someone said to me ages ago, stick with the winners, and I was lucky enough to be invited to entertain the troops a long, long while ago, and I just find them all stars. And yes, Denzel's right. A lot more could be done. We have improved veteran welfare quite a bit in the last, the guys that are coming back now suffering from various illnesses. People talk about PTSD, and Denzel's the first one to tell you that you have to be careful with those letters, because sometimes it cloaks more serious mental illness than just, trauma. But there should be more to be done. Denzel and I have spoke a lot about this. We've just recorded a series called Pull Up a Sandbag, where Denzel is interviewing other veterans. And all of us believe there should be a dedicated veterans minister. Yes. I know Johnny Mercer had a little stab at it, but he said it's like climbing up a greasy pole.
This is it, isn't it?
There needs to be a really serious go and someone to say, this is how we're going to do it. Not, as you say, all the charities fighting with one another.